wonder why you're fearful, and you wonder why you're afraid of losing, because you're constantly reflecting inside and maybe outwardly that, man, I know this is going to turn around. How many times have you said that? Oh man, I better get out. But you're not getting out. Man, I know if I get out of this trade, I know it's going to do this or do that. The fact that you're even doing those things, you're not in control of yourself. You're not in control. You're not driving anymore. Your emotions are driving. And the first tree that you come to, that's what you're going to run into. That means you're going to impulsively do something, or you're going to get reckless. And then what that does, it becomes a shift in your mindset where it becomes gambler's numbness. If you constantly talk to yourself out loud or internally, but worse outside of, with your tongue saying it, I know this is going to turn on me. I know this isn't going to hit my target. I know I should just get out right now. But you're saying, F it, I'm just going to hold on to it. But you're really killing yourself. Like you're beating yourself up, dragging yourself across the coals, telling yourself you're not going to get out. But inside you're wrestling, just get out. Just get out. But you think it's weakness if you get out. And you start this whole wrestling match with different perspectives, and you're arguing with multiple versions of yourself. And then when it gets so bad, you'll start saying it out loud, like you're talking to yourself as a separate person. The entire time, you're not watching price. You're just wrestling and arguing with yourself about staying with the trade or getting out of it. To avoid that for Caleb, and to avoid those things that were happening like that for me when I was younger, into my 20 years old, uh, initial soiree into trading, I had a lot of that stuff. Like I had full-blown conversations with myself. Why aren't you taking this trade's exit right here? Why aren't you doing that? Well, here's the reasons why. What are you doing? You're literally distracting yourself from the task at hand, which is stick to the model. Is the model still active? Is it still valid? That's what you're supposed to be focusing on. And you do positive self-talk. You remind yourself when the trade's panning out in your favor, these are the things that are going positive for the trade. You're not lying to yourself. If it's not there, you're not gonna say it, right? But it is something you constantly have to refer to. And then if it does turn around and stop you out, okay, that was a cost of business. It doesn't mean it's the end of your career. It doesn't mean your model's broken. Doesn't mean it doesn't have the ability to find another winning trade in the future. It doesn't mean that you're bad. It just means that that transaction said, this is enough for right now. Come back another day or come back on another opportunity. That's all it means. It just means respawn on another setup. And there it is. It doesn't mean get right back in either. It doesn't mean go back in with more contracts. It just means that it was enough for right now. And you missed a better opportunity to exit, but you'll get better at doing that over time. That's how you should take a loss. That's how you should tell yourself, that's what I just experienced. And that's not a toxic thing.